Hello and welcome to League of Pigs. You join Peppa, Hoshi and Piggy Smalls as they dig a new spot in Piggy Heaven. Regular viewers will know that they normally dig on the hill, but today they've chosen somewhere different. And while they're doing that, let's get a quick reminder of the points as we head into round 2. Ginger and Piggy Smalls are certainly the two to watch out for. They both had solid opening rounds. Bear had a bit of a shaky start and Hoshi still hasn't found his footing. Poor Peppa is still not a contender so far, but will any of that change in round 2? As always, the only way to find out is to head straight over to race 1. The race commences. Piggy Smalls gets out the box the best, but Peppa and Hoshi are giving chase here. Hoshi looks dangerous on the far side. Ginger's had a poor start and is in 4th. Hoshi now moves into 2nd as they head to these sprinklers, but he slows right down. In fact, they all do apart from Ginger, who almost again clinches the race because of the sprinkler. Piggy Smalls manages to hold everybody off after a very strong start, but Ginger is having a field day with this sprinkler as everyone else can't manage it, and they need to learn quick, otherwise this season isn't going to go well for them. And if you're like me, you might be thinking, where was Bear in all of that? Everybody is now fascinated with this new area to dig. It's come out of nowhere. There's been no warning about this at all. But today they woke up and they decided that the entrance of Piggy Heaven would be a great place to start digging. And so that's what they ended up doing. Now, at this point, you might be tempted to ask, why are they digging in that spot? I personally would recommend that you don't go down that route, as from experience I can tell you that your curiosity is rarely satisfied. Instead, I would focus on the vibe of their digging, and that is one of enthusiasm and hope for what lies beneath their feet. For now, we have to ask them to pause their digging and get them to march over to the starting box for race 2. Off the pigs go, and this time it's Bear and Peppa with good starts, especially Peppa, who pulls out ahead of everybody else. And now the hard work begins for the Mexican, and she has to hold the rest of them off. And Piggy Smalls is doing the best throw here as he pulls ahead, but he doesn't take it as the Mexico answers back. And Peppa Sanchez has a storming race in race 2 as she fends off a pig twice her size to get the 10 points. Well done, Peppa Sanchez, and it just shows what this little pig can do when not faced with too many jumps. She just had the 8-inch hurdle, and that meant she was quick enough and didn't slow down too much to get the win. It's another hot day here at the league, and all the pigs go into the pool often to cool down. Ginger is no exception to this, and so while Ginger is chilling out in the pool and cooling between races, now will be a fantastic time to say that if you enjoy this show, please give this video a like, and if you think you're going to watch a lot more, then a subscription from you would be really helpful to all of us here. Thank you very much, and we'll remind Ginger that she needs to head over to race 3. Green light's been given, and only Piggy Smalls doesn't realise Sanchez is out in front, and she tries to do a fake on Hoshi, and she does another one there as well on the 3rd chicane, but it leaves her out in front here for these tyres. Is she going to do it? She's slowing way too much, and it's Ginger Hamilton that clinches the deal in race 3. Hoshi also doesn't hesitate much, and Peppa Sanchez has to settle for podium, even though she did some excellent work at the top of the track. It doesn't buy her enough time to hesitate so much on those tyres, and where was Bear in any of that? Piggy Smalls had a real mixed bag, and he also suffers in that race. La Princesa Peppa Sanchez is the darling of Mexico, and it's easy to see why, especially this round, after a gutsy performance in race 2 against Piggy Smalls, and another flamboyant one last race, as she does those side steps and those fakes to throw the other pigs off. It's a unique approach to pig racing, and it's why so many of us love her. I'm sure all of us wish her the very best of luck this season, and hopefully she can turn her fortunes around. The pigs come charging out the box, but it's Piggy Smalls with the best start. Ginger's right with him, and so is Peppa. Hoshi's fell off the back, and it looks like Bear is going to do the same. Ginger's starting to mount attack on the mountain, though, and she goes forward, but runs straight into the sprinkler and slows down, and it's Piggy Smalls' turn to snatch the victory because of that moving water. Look at the difference that sprinkler makes to him. Even Ginger, who's normally unfazed, timed it wrong and just got a face full of water, and it really did put her off. Piggy Smalls stuck to the near side, and it worked out well for him. But where is Bear in all of this? I tell you what, 8 points is abysmal at this stage, and that is going to be a death blow to her chances if she's not careful. The cameraman cheekily kicks the ball over to Hoshi, and he's not the biggest fan. Normally in these scenarios, he asks 2 questions. Is it a danger to me? And once he's answered that, can I eat it? And the answer to both those questions is, of course, no. And so the significance of this ball in Hoshi's life gets relegated to one that's below grass. And we can see the evidence of that here in the fact that he's no longer bothered about the ball. Let's hope he's more bothered about his performance in race 5. As the pigs set off, already you can see that Peppa and Bear are the ones that fancy it, especially Bear as she takes the lead for these chicanes. Piggy Smalls and Ginger now take her slipstream, but Bear's pace is really high, and that's often the case when she's out in front, and that means she gets an easy victory here, and that performance turns a terrible round for Bear into a merely poor one as she gets a much-needed 10 points. At this stage, all Bear fans just need to count their blessings. It's interesting to note that she cares more when the sprinkler isn't there, but that is not good enough this season, and she's going to have to overcome her fear of that sprinkler if she's to have a chance this season. Oh, Miss Trotsky, what are we going to do with you? You are the 2-time defending champion, but it certainly doesn't look like it right now. And I think that one of the reasons for that is this new sprinkler. We know that Bear hated the water obstacle, and she doesn't look too enthusiastic about this sprinkler either. But will she change her attitude towards it? My feeling is that she's so stubborn that she won't. But let's find out. The door drops, all of them get out, but Piggy Smalls gets the best start again on the near side. Bear also is there, and so is Ginger in the mix as they go over the boards. It's just Bear and Piggy Smalls. In fact, Bear's out in front here for the final line, but Piggy Smalls takes it off Bear and takes the record as well on this course. And Piggy Smalls has already won the round in race 6. He's on a hefty 47 points and he's likely to be over 50 by the end of the round. Bear gets a well-needed 7 points and starts to bring herself up the leaderboard. But the story of the day here is Piggy Smalls and just how strong he is. Well, you're looking at the winner of the round right here, Piggy Smalls. He's been strong throughout, only having a wobble in race 3. Apart from that, he's been flawless so far. Will that continue for the last race? It doesn't really matter for him. America are going to be celebrating regardless, but let's see. It's the last race of the round and Peppa and Bear take the initiative here. Bear and Peppa are tied now, but no, Peppa moves forward as they go to this mountain. Ginger and Hoshi are looking dangerous though on the far side. Ginger starts to take the lead. Will she keep it? Yes, she will. And Hoshi tries to go for second, but Peppa holds him off. And that means the Mexican actually has a pretty good round after some scrappy performances. Ginger remains relevant with that 10 points, and Piggy Smalls actually doesn't have a great one in 4th, and means that it's not a complete domination. But what has happened to Bear? Well, look at that. Piggy Smalls and Ginger trade blows yet again in round 2, and that means it's looking very likely it's a 2-pig championship. Both of them desperately want it, but will the deadlock be broken in round 3? Please join us back here for that, and if you enjoyed the show, consider liking this video. For now, we just thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.